Hey, what's up, YouTube? Maskedmechanicz here. Hey, we picked up a shop truck with only 16,000 miles on it. 2500 Chevy with a plow. It sounded really great. It's a loaded truck, too. But we'll have to get into it and show you what's going on with it. So let's check it out. So as you can see, the body looks really pretty good. Underneath it's not, but it looks great on the outside. We did take it apart to get a closer look. Show you guys some more of the body lines. I mean, I know the door's open a little bit, but you can still see everything lines up. The paint doesn't look that bad. Clear coat's still intact, but it's hiding some stuff. As you can see too, the interior looks pretty darn good. I mean, the leather's in great shape. It doesn't have any rips or even wear marks really. The plastics all look pretty good, but it does smell pretty terrible in here, I'm not gonna lie. It does have some good upgrades for a 2004. It's got the Bose stereo, heated power seats and lumbar and all that good stuff, but it does smell an awful lot like animal urine in here, I'm not gonna lie, pretty bad. As you can see, here's the once proud 6-liter in pretty derelict shape, unfortunately, and we pulled the nose off so it was easier to get in there and actually see and assess the damage. The story behind this truck is it was actually a guy who didn't live too far from the shop, and he had this truck. He bought it brand new, and he popped a couple brake lines after like 2 years, and he got annoyed with it, and he parked it in his driveway. This is not a flood vehicle, it's not a wreck vehicle. And look at this bell housing when we pulled the engine out. It actually fell apart. It just broke to pieces just by separating it and pulling the bolts out. Unbelievable. I mean, when you look at a truck that has 16,000 miles and you know where it's been all these years, it's just been sitting out, you wouldn't think it'd be that bad. But this one looks like it was parked in an ocean. So I guess that's the end of this build for us, huh? It just doesn't make economical sense to waste time and money on a truck like this that's this broken and this rotten. For what? I mean, the thing is just absolute wreck. Every single line's rotted, everything underneath is rotted. The frame is super thin from all the rot and scale that we had to knock off in a few spots to check. It's just a waste of time. There's a little more corrosion and rust to show. It's pretty terrible. I didn't feel like crawling underneath the pile of junk, but there's the nice broken bell housing again from a different view. It's real sweet. Even this nice 16,000 mile 6-liter didn't escape the carnage. As you can see, the rust on the crankshaft in the front and the back, because it was leaking through the valley a little bit. So after a fair amount of money and a trip to the machine shop and a bunch of time, here we are, all cleaned up. And as you can see, it is not black anymore, and now it is a Chevy orange, because that truck is going bye-bye. It's not worth our time or money, and this engine is going to have to find a new home now. It had to be honed and cleaned and taken care of real nice. The crank had to be cut. But now everything's ready and looking good. It's going to start going together. It's a real shame when something like this happens. You know, that was a nice truck at one time, and it's a real shame that we have to just dump it. But it just doesn't make sense for us to fix it, unfortunately. It would just take way too much effort and time, and we just don't have that. And now with that terrible virus going around, as you can see, this is not our regular shop. This is Maskedmechanicz quarantine garage, we'll call it. So here it is. Started laying out some of the parts and getting them ready to go for this swap. They got a little hint of what's to come. It will not be carbureted. Here's some more of the stuff after it's all been cleaned up and laid out, so you can start seeing the route we're going with this engine. It's going to be pretty good. I'm excited to show you all what's going to happen. Some people will be able to guess our project car here. I'm going to keep it a little bit of a secret. It's on Instagram if you really wanted to check it out, but this is the culprit right here. And here's some of the reason why that engine has to come out to begin with. Yes, it looks pretty, but no, it is not pretty. And we're going to upgrade and have some fun with it. Well, here's a quick preview of what's coming for this nice 6-liter here. It's a shame that this happened with this truck, but we got to take a bad situation and turn it into something good. So it's going to be a lot of fun now. We're going to have a good time. That's just a quick placard on the different style of valve seals you got to run with these dual springs. You see there's a second spring inside, and there's no clearance for the other valve seals. The factory style with these springs. But we're going to stop here. We're not going to get any farther. I'm going to have another video come out really quickly because I'm sorry about the lapse in time it's been so far. But with this coronavirus thing going on, it's been tough to get anything done or put out. So please stay safe and healthy out there, guys, so we can all get through this mess together and come out on the other side stronger than ever. So if you haven't already, guys, please like and subscribe so we can keep this channel going and growing, and I can keep having some good content coming to you. We got some fun builds coming your way, and also check us out on Instagram, and we're the Maskedmechanicz.